Hello and welcome to this cooling moon energy Vinyasa flow. Moon energy is calming, cooling and feminine and may help you feel more comfortable now that we're getting a heat wave in the UK. For today's practice you may need padding for your knees and a block. We will start today in Tadasana mountain pose. Come onto your mat and stand with the feet hip-width distance apart, palms facing forwards, shoulders rolled back, taking a deep inhale and closing down the eyes as you exhale. Empty your mind of any other thoughts or worries. Focus only on taking slow, steady breaths, letting yourself become grounded in your practice. If you would like to set an intention for today's practice, you may do so. Taking one more round of breath, then making your way to the top of the mat. Raising the arms up above the head, and as you exhale, bending the knees and folding the upper body over the thighs, bringing the palms down to the mat. As you inhale, straighten the knees. You can come up onto the fingertips, or you can use a block. Ground down with the left palm on the mat or block. And as you inhale, lift the right arm up, gazing up past the fingertips. As you exhale, bring the arm back down, grounding with the right hand on the mat. And as you inhale, lift the left arm up, gazing up past the fingertips. Exhale and lower the hand back down to the mat, rising up to halfway lift as you inhale. As you exhale, find standing forward fold, keeping a micro bend in the knee. Come up to halfway lift, then standing forward fold. Bending into the knees, bring the hands to the thighs and lift the gaze as you inhale. Then rounding the upper body on your exhale, finding standing cat-cows. Take a few rounds of these at your own pace. One more round and then coming back down to standing forward fold. Slowly rising up, bringing the arms up overhead, palms together. As you exhale, lean over to the right side. Coming back on your inhale, finding center. And then on your exhale, leaning over to the left side. Coming back up to center, step out with the left foot, toes out, arms extended above the head, legs spread wide, bending into the knee, coming down into goddess pose, cactusing the arms. Stay here or come up high onto the toes. Rising back up on your inhale, extending the arms above the head, pivoting the right foot so the toes are pointing to the side of the mat. Turn the left toes to face the top of the mat, bring the arms to shoulder height and bend in for Trikonasana triangle pose. Sweep the right arm down and frame the front foot with the hands, turning the back foot so the toes are pointing at the top of the mat. Inhale and come up onto the fingertips, and as you exhale, fold over the left leg, coming in for pyramid pose. Bending into the knees, remembering to stack the joints, come down and bring the hands together, rising up into Anjaneyasana. Inhaling for your back bend. Bring the palms back down to the mat. Turn the left foot to a 45-degree angle, coming on to the right heel. Bring the palms together above the chest, taking Skandasana. Palm the mat and walk the hands across to the right foot, bending into the right knee, coming onto the left heel, taking Skandasana once more. Palm the mat and turn the body back to face the top of the mat, bending into the left knee, stacking the knee over the ankle. Bring the right knee down to the mat, the left knee down to the mat. Reach the arms up overhead, taking Anjaneyasana. Bringing the hands down to frame the right foot, straighten the left knee, rising back up onto the fingertips and folding over the right leg, coming back into pyramid pose. Turning the left foot to a 45-degree angle, place the right palm down on the mat and reach up with the left hand, gazing up past the fingertips for Trikonasana. Rising back up to star pose, arms extended above the head. Bending the knees, coming down to goddess pose on your exhale. Stay here or come up high onto the toes. As you inhale, rise back up to star pose. Then turning to face the top of the mat, coming back up to the top of the mat, arms extended above the head, exhaling and bending to the left. Coming back up to center, exhale and bend to the right. Come back up to center, and this time step out with the right leg. Coming back in for star pose, arms and legs extended. Exhale, bend the knees, coming down to goddess pose. Stay here or come up high onto the toes. Inhale, rise back up to star pose. Turn the right foot to point at the back of the mat. Turn the left foot so the toes are facing the side of the mat. Bring the arms to shoulder height and bend in for Trikonasana, triangle pose, gazing up past the left fingertips. Lower the left arm and frame the right foot, turning the left foot so the toes are facing the back of the mat, coming high onto the fingertips and folding over the right leg for pyramid pose. Bending into the knees, stacking the joints, coming down onto the mat, bringing the palms together and raising them above the head, slight back bend for Anjaneyasana. Palm the mat, coming up onto the left heel, turning the right foot to a 45-degree angle, Skandasana. If you would like an adjustment, you can place a block beneath the buttocks or have the palms on the mat. Palm the mat and walk over to the left leg, bending into the left knee, coming onto the right heel. Palm the mat and turn the body back to face the top of the mat. Bending into the knees, stacking the joints, lifting back up for Anjaneyasana. Breathe. Framing the left foot, lift the right leg back up, straightening the legs, coming up high onto the fingertips, and as you exhale, bending forward into pyramid pose. Turning the right foot to a 45-degree angle, place the left palm inside of the left foot, reaching up with the right hand, coming back in for Trikonasana. Rise back up to star pose, and as you exhale, lower down into goddess pose, staying here or coming high up onto the toes. Rising back up now to star pose, turning the body to face the top of the mat, step forward, bring the arms above the head and bend to the left side. Coming back up on your inhale, and as you exhale, bending to the right. Coming back up to center, bring the hands down through heart center. Very good. Stepping out with the left foot, finding warrior one, stacking the right knee over the right ankle. As you exhale, open out into warrior two, gazing past the right fingertips. Bending forward, bring the right forearm just above the right knee, sweeping the left arm under and up, finding extended side angle. As you exhale, bring the left palm to the left thigh and the right fingertips to the mat. Staying here or straightening the right leg, raising the left leg, extending it out and extending the left arm up to the sky. You can come up onto a block with your right hand if this is more accessible. Lowering back down from half moon pose, planting the right palm inside the right foot, coming back in for Trikonasana. Turning the feet back to face the front of the mat, inhale and lift up for high lunge. Stepping forward, bring the hands through heart center and breathe. Stepping out with the right foot, finding warrior one, remembering to stack the joints. Opening out on an exhale for warrior two. Bending forward, bring the left forearm to the left thigh and sweeping the right arm under and up, extended side angle. Exhale, bring the right palm to the right thigh, the left fingertips forward. Stay here or lift back up for half moon pose, again using a block if necessary. Don't worry if you wobble slightly or if you find one side of your body is different to the other. This is perfectly normal. Very few of us have perfect symmetry. Planting the left palm down onto the mat, coming back in for Trikonasana, turning the feet back to face the front of the mat and lifting back up for high crescent lunge. Stepping forward, bring the hands through heart center. Very good. Coming now to the center of the mat, spread the feet mat width distance apart, bending into the knees, coming down into Malasana yoga squat. You can place a block beneath the buttocks if this is more accessible, or put the palms down onto the mat. Otherwise, keep them at heart center. Lowering all the way down to the glutes, bring the soles of the feet together, knees spread apart, coming in for butterfly pose. You can have your feet pushed out in front of you, or if you would like a deeper stretch, bring them closer to the glutes, or you can place a block under the knees if this is more comfortable. Take an inhale, gazing at the sky, and as you exhale, bend forward, with the elbows pointed at the hips. And breathe. As you come back up, extend the legs in front of you and come down onto the back, bending the left knee, raising the right leg, bringing the right calf just above the left knee onto the thigh, staying here or raising the left leg up, bringing the knee towards the chest, wrapping the hands around the back of the left thigh. You can find stillness or you can rock gently from side to side. Straightening the left leg, bring the right knee to the chest and rock gently from side to side before bringing the right knee over the body to the left side of the mat, extending the right arm out to the right side, gazing over the right shoulder if this is comfortable for your neck. finding a nice supine twist. This feels really good for the low back. Coming back to centre, bending the right knee, bringing the left calf to the right thigh. Again, staying here, or bringing the right knee to the chest, wrapping the hands around the back of the right thigh. If this feels different on this side to the left, this is perfectly normal. Straightening the right leg, bring the left knee to the chest and rock slowly from side to side before sweeping the right knee over to, bringing the left knee over to the right side of the mat and extending the left arm out, gazing past the fingertips if it's comfortable for your neck. And breathe. Coming back to centre, bring the knees up to the shoulders and bring the arms inside the legs, palms over the soles of the feet, finding happy baby. And you can find stillness here or rock gently from side to side, or you can take hold of the toes and straighten the legs, finding a wide-legged happy baby. Whichever feels best for you. When you're ready, come down fully onto the mat, spreading the legs and the arms, palms up, taking a deep inhale, finding Shavasana, corpse pose, closing down the eyes. Let yourself melt into the mat, letting your body relax fully, and I'll call you back when it's time. Finding small movements in the hands and the feet, flexing the wrists and the ankles. You can bring the knees up to the chest and give yourself a big hug, or you can stretch the limbs out long and take a deep stretch if that feels good for your body. Finding your way up when you're ready to a comfortable seat, resting the palms onto the thighs. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. Remember to be kind to yourself and to others. Bringing the palms together, we'll bow our heads. Namaste.